I went to a village where you will not find a single girl above 12 years of age and not been raped.
तो ग्लिट्स एंड ग्लैमर देख के बॉलीवुड तो बहुत लोग आते हैं, बट व्हाट हैपेंड एट द एंड?
30 to 32,000 girls are coming every year. Nobody knows where those girls go. Many of them go to Arab countries. Some of them just vanished into the blues.
How Kerala story happened?
2014, I come across to a very pathetic story. One girl, she was in love with a Muslim boy. She converted first, and after conversion, they got married. In the morning, she saw her passport there. That passport had a Syria's visa.
It's a real story.
Real story. Her parents were completely taken aback. Relatives suggested her to take her to their village. Next day, when they reached their village, they realized
So first of all, thank you for being part of Impact Stories. और आपकी जो केरला स्टोरी है वो भी एक इम्पैक्ट स्टोरी की तरह मतलब
Thank you
इम्पैक्टफुल
so
है
much.
बिल्कुल.
thank you
तो
so much.
मुझे सबसे पहले तो आपकी जर्नी जाननी है, कहाँ से आपको आइडिया आया कि थॉट आया कि मैं डायरेक्शन में जाऊंगा, मैं ये
Oh,
करूंगा.
okay.
Let's do the scratch.
Actually, that is a long story,
कोई
but
बात नहीं.
let me try to cut it short. So I was born in a place called Jalpaiguri, which is 99% लोग उनको मालूम नहीं है कि where is that place. It is in the Bengal-Assam border. It is the northeastern part, the beginning of northeastern part of the country. It's a place where when I was born, when it is rain, our school used to get closed because the roof was not there in the house, proper roof was not there in the school. So that kind of backwards place I belong to. So if I would have even dreamed about cinema, they used to think that cinema, okay, भगवान बना के भेज देते होंगे या फैक्ट्री में बनता होगा. हाँ, so actually dreaming about cinema, planning about cinema, or understanding cinema, there was no space or no scope there. But what I gone through is very interesting because when I was born, at the same time, this radical peasant movement of the country, which is called Naxalite movement or the Maoist movement, that Communist Party got segregated in 1967, and one part of Communist Party, which became CPI-ML, they took the China's revolution ki the ideology they adopted as their ideology. They decided to do the revolution in India with the way China did the revolution. That time, Chairman Mao Zedong was China's chairman. So the slogan was, China's chairman is our chairman. My family was quite strongly attached to that movement. Particularly my eldest sister, who was 17 years older than me, she was part of this movement. And so in my house, and my jijaji, my brother-in-law, whom eventually my sister got married to, they were friends. He was a much bigger leader. I mean, he was a Politburo member of that faction of Communist Party. So, my house was like a library. And at the time when all the kids of the country used to read, Bengalis used to read Sharat Chandra Chattopadhyay or Munshi Premchand's stories. We used to read Soviet literature. We used to read German literature of revolution and all. So in a very tender age, I got the feeling I have a much bigger idea about the world, much bigger vision about the world. But eventually, when I come to Kolkata, and I was guided by the teachers who guided me, I got very close to this communist movement, and that is the time when emergency been abrogated and the Communist Party came to power in West Bengal, and Communist Party was supporting the government who was there, Morarji Desai's government in central. So I got very close to communist ideology, and I started learning how cinema played a role in the revolution of Russia, China. You know, let me tell you a very interesting story. Couple of stories I can tell you. In 1917, when Vladimir Lenin became the chairman of Russia after the Bolshevik Revolution, when the working class got the power. Russia is a very big country. So Moscow was one part of it in one corner, and Moscow to Vladivostok or Siberia was like 3 days journey. So the messages of the revolution did not reach to those areas.
Yeah.
So what Lenin did is that time Russia had some of the finest filmmakers, Pudovkin, Eisenstein. What they did is they put up a railway line there. So train was the only mode of travel. So they started cinema trains and they put all the laboratory, camera, everything inside the train, and each filmmaker was given that train. They used to go to the remote areas of Russia. They used to shoot their life every day's life, that how exploitative situation they are working. In the night, they used to develop those footages, and in the next day, they used to show them, see, this is your life and we are going to change your life. So this is how the political revolution turned into a cultural revolution. So world understood the power of cinema. So these are the trainings I was getting in my childhood. So with obvious reason, I was attracted to cinema, and by the time I was in class 8th or 9th, I shifted to Calcutta. I got exposed to see मेरे घर के बगल में ही एक सिनेमा हॉल था जो हर संडे को हॉलीवुड क्लासिक्स या यूरोपियन क्लासिक्स दिखाते थे. So I started watching them. And by the time I reached to my college, I knew that I am going to be a filmmaker, because so many things were there in my mind, because I am from a Himalayan foothill, a place which is almost like obscure from the developed society. I only can see the tea cultivation and the rivers and the huge mountains. Coming to Kolkata, I got exposed to some of the finest cinema in the world. So just imagine the dichotomy. Imagine the kind of jump in cultural and aesthetical aspects of life. So I was drowned into the idea that I will make a film. And then in the college, I started doing all the way all Bengali youth start doing, theatre, music.
It's all about
And all about. Then
Bengal is all
then
about.
I started studying physics in my graduation, but I left physics. I started doing mathematics. I left mathematics. I did masters in psychology. So, and at the same time, I was doing my mountaineerings. So I got exposed to Himalayas. So having said that, I was the perfect concoction of, of something which actually lead to cinema. So I had nothing else to do in my life but to cinema. That is what I summarize my life as a that मुझे और कुछ करना आता नहीं है.
So how Kerala story happened? Have you closely monitored? Have seen things?
Yeah. Actually, क्या हुआ? 2009, I made a Malayalam film, and it was a German funding I got, and I was I did that film called Antiponovettam, and that was my relationship with Kerala started. And so since the film released and film did well in Kerala theatres, my travel to Kerala increased, and whenever I get time, whenever I am free, I used to go to Kerala. I used to hang around there. I had a lot of friends. So in 2014, I come across to a very pathetic story that one girl was 19 years old. Athira naam hai us ladki ki. She was in love with a Muslim boy, and they got married without information. She converted first, and after conversion they got married, and her family was not aware about it. उसकी शादी की अगले दिन, and she got up in the morning. She saw her passport there, which she never aware that she had any passport, and more surprisingly that passport had a Syria's visa. So she was surprised, she was terrorized. She did not realize that what had happened with her. So somehow she ran away from that place. घर आती है भाग के, आके अपने माँ बाप को बताती है. And her parents were completely taken aback. So they informed police. And by the afternoon, her house is like full of police, media and all. And she was terrorized by that time. She was not able to speak because 19 years old girl, how much pressure she could take? So their relatives suggested her to take her to their village so that, वहाँ पे कोई problem नहीं होगा, nobody will disturb. Her native place is a place called Kasargod, which is in the northernmost district of Kerala. So they took a night train which reaches Kasargod early in the morning, and from there it is 60 kilometers is their village. By morning 8 o'clock next day, when they reached their village, they realized their house is completely burnt by a group of goons just because she exposed everything to the press. उसकी घर पूरे जला के राख कर दी.
Sorry.
So I could have easily think that it's an isolated incident. But consecutive in a month of time, I come across almost 10-15 such incidences. This Athira case become very big. Every newspaper, even in Hindi, all vernacular languages, that news came up. But there are so many stories I come across जो newspaper में नहीं आए. Like I met around 10-12 girls in a place close to Kochi. I reached to their house. Somebody took us there. एक घर था, and that flat was dark. The windows were closed. The door was this much open. A slice of light was falling through that slit, and 11-12 girls were there inside. They have no water, they have no electricity. They did not eat for 3 days. And if you understand the background of those girls, most of them are the school teachers, college teachers, Kerala State Civil Service pass out, and what the sin they committed is they were converted, they adopted Islam, and they were having the same kind of stories. And when they realized and they reconverted, now their lives are under threat. They go to the shop, to the market to buy something. While they come back, their bags are get snatched. They are being beaten up there in the market. So they did not eat. When we reached there, we arranged their food for that day. But before that 3 days, they did not eat anything.
Yeah.
So ये isolated नहीं था. It was quite alarming to me. And then I started understanding the whole thing, what is happening in Kerala. Kerala is a very peculiar state. Kerala is a very elongated kind of geographical space is there. Kochi is in the middle.
Kochi is in the middle.
Kochi ki niche jo hai na, the southern part of Kochi is like lush green landscape and superbly nicely designed, decorated seashore, backwater, and everything is so gaudy about it. But very planfully, the Kerala above Kochi, that is the North Kerala, nobody talk about it. It's like a world place. Nobody knows about those places. That what is happening in Kozhikode, Kasargod, Wayanad, in these places, nobody knows about it. Mallapuram, that is not been discussed. And those are the areas which are the ghettos of. I mentioned in one of the YouTube videos that CNN made a story of a place called Attikad, where the villages are under Sharia laws. There, women are not allowed to come out alone. They have to accompanied by their male companion. The schools are closed. Only madrasas can run. Exactly the way Afghanistan is. There are villages in Attikad. It is in Kerala, and it is not my use. Search in YouTube. There are YouTube videos. You can see the CNN did the story. Slowly, that the sinister plan which has been hatched against the country, it started getting exposed before my eyes. Those girls helped me to understand in a much better way. So I decided to make a film on it. So I had little money because I was not backed by any producer or any organization. So I made a documentary, and it was called In the Name of Love. And that film got Best Film in London International Film Festival. and I was quite excited. So I took it to JNU because I was part of JNU. I was an education council member in JNU. But the day we planned to screen the film, there's a riot erupted in JNU. It was a very sad incident. Many students, many security people got injured. I could not show the film. And it was 2019 election was there. So I am asked not to show the film because it was communally so-called sensitive film, which I never understood why it is sensitive. It is the issue of the girls of this country that and this is not my number. I can calculate and tell you that it is more than 50,000 girls is not been traced. It is more than 80,000 is already been recorded in the Kerala police record book. But whether it is 30,000, whether it is 50,000, whether it is 80,000, even one girl is been gone through this kind of atrocities, gone through this kind of ordeals, then it is a failed nation. So I realized that it is very difficult to do something through this film. So I started working on my script so that I can make a feature film. I can release it in a bigger place and I can reach out to larger audience. Script तो बन गया था, लेकिन getting money is another journey. But as I was telling you that Indian producers are the most insensitive lot. They don't understand cinema. They don't understand the passion behind the cinema. They don't understand the cinema as an art form. What they understand, I still don't know. But one thing I am sure, having money, if you are called a businessman, they don't understand the business also. But there are exceptions. So Vipul Shah is one of them. Vipul ji ko jab maine script padhaya, trust me, he was in tears. Script padhne ke baad, and he said, nothing doing, I am doing this film. I don't know whether I will be able to release the film or not, but I am doing this film. So I saw a sensitive human being behind a tag of a producer, you know what I mean? So we further developed the script and we finally make the film. And making the film was a great journey, but as you know, every step, because I have because I can vouch for that, I can stand by that statement. So I can tell you, the system of this country is run by them, run by this Islamo-leftist group. They banned my film is an Islamophobic film. My problem is, neither I am an Islamophobic person, neither my film is. My film has nothing to do with Islam. My film is on the people or the terrorists who are using Islam as their shield.
Right.
So it is a sinister design of ISIS. Now, just imagine for the sheer some vote, some people stand against my film.
Right.
Then I started understanding the larger politics. So I don't wanted to get into all this, because the kind of love, affection, adulation I got for the film, it was a lifetime experience. And I believe this kind of cinema should be made no matter what. After the release of the film, one politician announced that whoever can take out my eye, each eye he will pay 20 lakh rupees. And if somebody can kill me and hang me on the lamppost, he will pay 1 crore. So I realized that I did the right thing. So तो मुझे ये महसूस हुआ कि this kind of cinema only can bring the desired change in Indian cinema scenario. Indian cinema is not in a right shape. दुनिया में like cinemas of Iran, cinemas from Africa are doing so well.
Well, right. Irani film.
Iranian cinema are doing so well. African cinemas are doing so well. Middle Eastern cinemas are doing so well. But in comparison to that, just imagine my film was seen by roughly 3.5 crore people, which is not even 2% of the audience. You take name of any successful film, the population, the number of footfall is not even 3%, 4%, 5%. So cinema being such a huge medium today, such a huge business proposition today, we did not realize that we failed to encash that potential. China understood now. Now, every year China is adding up 11,000 cinema screens every year. So just imagine by the end of 2028, China will have more than 100,000, more than 1 lakh screen. Now in India at this point of time, we have approximately 5,500 or 6,000 multiplex screens, and inclusive of single screen, it will be 11,000 or something. Just imagine the disparity. Any film doing business in Kerala, in China, it crosses 1,000 crore because the number. Like today, I live in Versova. I want to see a film. For that, I have to come to Andheri, this side. So people may not take. So what they did is they put up cinema halls in every colonies. So that is the way the world is evolving. World is still going to the cinema hall, but here people are getting more and more apathetic about going to cinema hall. And so it's a larger picture is that film like Kerala Story can bring the audience back to the cinema hall, and I think a system, the nation should be mentally prepared, supportive to this kind of effort. Yeah.
So before coming to Bastar,
Yeah.
I want to ask about your sister, which you just told me that she was into the jail. What happened? How people go into such ideology which Communist Party holds?
See, the thing is,
Or do you support the Communist
see,
Party?
the point is, it is not the question of support.
Just asking, it can be an ideology.
If you say that I want to give food to a poor, nobody will say no to you. If feeding a poor is a philosophy, you will get 20 people there. Now I can deviate from your idea that I will tell you, don't give the food to the street side beggars, give it to an organization. So there could be different kind of ideas of implementing that process. But basic idea is not much difference. Now, India is such a large country and such a diverse country, and as we were discussing little while back that every 20 kilometer even a samosa का preparation भी change हो जाता है. आप दिल्ली से हैं, दिल्ली में पुराने दिल्ली की समोसा and सकेत की समोसा different. So every 20 kilometer the food changes, the language changes, the culture changes, the तहजीब बदल जाता है, सब कुछ चेंज हो जाता है. तो कोई भी एक आइडियोलॉजी कभी भी हर इंसान के लिए वो नहीं होता था, वो नहीं यूजफुल नहीं हो सकता. In China it had happened. In Russia it had happened because they have a homogeneous society. In Russia they have a homogeneous society. And the homogeneity broke when that USSR concept got broken because that experimentation failed. But in India, the beauty of this country is for last 8 to 10,000 years, we evolved together. Be it South and be it, you may say, sitting in Delhi, you can't identify with the South Indians. Fair enough. But there is one day, that is 14th of January, everybody in this country, no matter whether from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, Kohima to Kutch, celebrate that festivity or Diwali. So this is how we are in a cohesive society. We made this cohesive society, a cohesive bonding. So when this communist movement came up to the country, I could understand the relevance of that, because when Manavendra Roy, who was the father of Indian Communist Party and all this, they started communist movement in the तब China में revolution नहीं हुआ था, Russia में they were inspired by Karl Marx, Engels की writings and all. Now what had happened is, तब वो proletariats की बात करते थे, have-nots की बात करते थे, because that was the time when India was under feudalism. India was under British colonialism. So colonialism के साथ फाइट करना, फ्यूडलिज्म के साथ फाइट करना, कैपिटलिज्म के साथ फाइट करना, ये कम्युनिस्ट मूवमेंट की एक हिस्टोरिक प्रोसेस था, जो ईस्ट यूरोप में हुआ है, रशिया में हुई है, चाइना में हुआ है। लेकिन कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी कभी दुनिया में कहीं पे भी डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम में फिट नहीं हुआ। एंड it is like it is an utopia कि if communists talk about democracy, then either they don't know what is communism or they don't know what is democracy, because dono cannot be hand in hand, because communism believes in centralism. Democracy never talk about centralism. Right. So that is what the differences started cropping up, and that fueled that movement. When China's revolution happened, China killed more than 60 million people in between 1960 to 1964. 60 million, मतलब 6 करोड़ लोगों को मार दिया गया था in the name of cultural revolution. So उनको लगा, then Mao Zedong become a hero, and eventually Stalin आए। स्टालिन साहब भी इतने लोगों को मारा, तो उनको लगा कि लोगों को मारने से रिवोल्यूशन हो जाता है, पावर आ जाता है। लेकिन द बेसिक मिस्टेक वाज दैट दे डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ दैट कंट्री, द प्लूरलिटी ऑफ दिस कंट्री, एंड व्हेन दे अंडरस्टूड द डैमेज इज बीन डन। तो इसलिए मैंने वो बोल रहा था कि आप आरएसएस की आइडियोलॉजी देखोगे या कम्युनिस्टों की आइडियोलॉजी देखोगे, देयर इज नो डिफरेंस, बट आरएसएस की आइडियोलॉजी एंड कम्युनिस्टों की आइडियोलॉजी में डिफरेंस वही है कि द कम्युनिस्ट ने इन दिस कंट्री दे स्पोक अबाउट रशियन आइडियोलॉजी, दे स्पोक अबाउट चाइना की चाइनाज वे ऑफ रिवोल्यूशन व्हिच कैन नॉट बी इम्प्लाइड इन द कंट्री लाइक इंडिया, जहाँ पे हमें 10 किस्म की भाषाएं मिलती है, 10 किस्म की समोसा मिलते हैं, 10 किस्म की गोलगप्पे मिलते हैं, 10 किस्म की पोहा मिलते हैं। तो आप कौन सी पोहा छोड़ के कौन सी पोहा में बदलाव लाओगे? नहीं कर सकते। ऑल आर यूनिक बाय देयर ओन वे, बाय देयर ओन मेरिट। तो इंडिया इज मच कॉम्प्लिकेटेड कंट्री, बट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड से भी इम्पोर्टेंट है डाइवर्स कंट्री। इट इज सो वाइब्रेंट। We had problems before, we have problem now, but we have that vibrance of the democracy. We have the vibrance of the democracy, इसलिए we are still alive in this system, in this society. Otherwise, we would have disintegrated like anything.
So how you're talking about your sister? How she?
So my sister was, but the whole thing was very complicated in when this armed movement they adopted. It was going on in Telangana also, long before. In fact, in before First World War, Telangana was the first. They started raising the voice of Tevaga movement. Tevaga movement means the crop will be divided into 3 equal parts. One part will go to the tillers, जो खेती में काम करेंगे. 1/3 will be the owner, that is जमींदारों के पास. 1/3 will go to the tax to the government. So this movement was a very long-standing demand, which now after almost like 50 years of Indian independent government of India started implementing, which is called land reformation. So in my family was very close to this movement because North Bengal is the place where all started. So my brother-in-law, my sister, all were part of this movement. My sister was I don't want to get into the much detail, but she was been arrested and been brutally tortured because when this movement went from Naxalbari to Kolkata, it took a huge turn. It became so violent that I can tell you that I have seen dead bodies hanging in front of Presidency College, which is a very famous college in Kolkata. Outside there is a banyan tree. In the morning there are 18 dead bodies were hanging, and it's like mythical stories of that time. So government of India took up the issue very seriously. Paramilitary forces, CRPF, took over the law and order situation in West Bengal. So the political prisoners who had been brutally treated inside the jail, they were like I was telling you, every nails were being plucked out by the plier, every bones were being broken. They temporarily they lost their eyesight. But 1977, when the new government came, first thing they did is they released all political prisoners. So my sister is one of the first who came out of the jail.
Why only you focus only these kind of topics like Kerala stories?
The thing is, I think I am a avid student of world cinema. I grew up seeing European cinema. I grew up seeing the Latin American cinema, and the tragedy with my country is my country never evolved with their own cinema. There are sporadic experimentation had happened in South, in Calcutta, in Bengali cinemas, in Oriya cinemas, in Tamil, Telugu, Kannada cinemas. But we never evolved as a Indian cinema. And through my own practices and the kind of understanding I have about the world cinema, I realized that my country is evolved with the stories. आप वही कहानी याद रखते हो जो आपके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स ने आपको बोला था, एक राजा था, एक रानी थी. आप बाद में यू स्पेंड इयर्स ऑन लर्निंग केमिस्ट्रीज थियोरीज और मैथमेटिक्स फॉर्मूलाज. आप सब भूल गए हो. आप नहीं भूले हो जो कहानी आपको बचपन में आपकी नाना नानी दादा दादी ने सिखाए थे. राइट? दिस इज व्हाट इज वी आर. सो अनलेस वी आर बीन टोल्ड दो स्टोरीज, we will not be evolved as a generation of the social narratives. So, and our social narrative is very painstaking. Our social narratives are like stranger than fiction. आप बता रहे थे कि you interviewed a guy who is dealing with the Hindus from Pakistan and all these stories. And the stories, I can tell you, आपकी 4 podcast खत्म हो जाएगा. If I tell the stories of the girls in Kerala, what I have seen, that girl Shruti, there is a girl called Shruti, that she is one of the girl I found her in that dungeon in Kochi. Now after my film, she is seen everywhere in all television channels. She is there. She is, she has become a darling of Indian television channels. She is going everywhere to tell about stories. I mean, if you listen to the stories of Shruti, if you listen to the story of Shanti, all these girls in Kerala, if you listen to the girls of Bastar, if you listen to the stories of northeastern states, if you listen to the stories of Kashmir, I went to the villages in Kashmir. One of my film called is Akhnur, which was a Indo-French co-production. I went to a village where you will not find a single girl above 12 years of age and not been raped. So these stories in Kashmir, in the Banihal Shivalik zone, this Kishtwar, Doda Kishtwar areas, and not one. It has BBC has a number of documentaries on this. So I'm saying, unless you tell the stories of your own stories with your own emotion, your own real tears, not a tear with glistening, you will not. How could you touch somebody else's emotion? Why I am going to hear your stories if you are telling the story with putting glycerin in your eyes? I need to feel that namkiniyat of your tears. Then only I will believe you, I will listen to your story. So, and our reality is that people who say that we love to see dreams and these people sell their dreams. Raj Kapoor ने बोला था. I give a shit to this dialogue. मुझे लगता है कि these are the these are the insult to our own existence, our own culture. We have the stories to tell about शिवाजी महाराज. आज तक शिवाजी महाराज की कहानियां किसी को बताया नहीं गया, लोग जानते नहीं है. हमें वो इंडियाना जोन्स एंड ऑल देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, हमें गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. द स्टोरीज आर लाइक एंड रियल स्टोरीज. हमें कोई फिक्शन करने की जरूरत. द प्रॉब्लम इज लास्ट 70 years वेरी प्लानफुली हमारी अंदर से हमारी भारतीयता को निकाल दिया गया, हमारी अंदर से हमारी पहचान निकाल दिया गया. बेटा तुम गरीब हो, मैं जो बोलूंगा तुम वही करोगे, मैं जो देखूंगा वही करोगे, जो कम्युनिस्ट कल्चर होता है. सो वो पेड़ के नीचे हीरो हीरोइन की दौड़ना भागना ही आपकी किस्मत है, ये आपको बोल दिया गया. वो आपको देखना है और यही से आप खुश हो. आप देखोगे, खुश रहोगे. वो ढंग का चिका करके आप अपने बच्चे को बेटा डांस करके दिखाओ, वो बच्चा भी ढंग का चिका करके दिखाएगा. दिस इज योर कल्चर. यू विल नॉट बी टोल्ड दैट हमारी देश में ये कहानी हमारी देश की नहीं है. हमारी देश की कहानी बहुत रिच है, हमारी देश की हर मोमेंट. सो आप अगर दुख की कहानी, पावर की कहानी, इमोशन का कहानी, रिलेशनशिप की कहानी बोलोगे, it will catch much bigger eyes, much bigger number of eyes in the world existence. That is the reason एक अच्छे फिल्म बनता है तो दुनिया में वो बहुत बड़ा हो जाता है. आप देखो ना स्लमडॉग मिलियनियर.
करेक्ट.
स्लमडॉग मिलियनियर आज के तारीख में 15 करोड़ की एक फिल्म 350 मिलियन 2,500 करोड़ का प्रॉपर्टी बन गए. हमारी इथोस को बेच के बनाया. तो प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हमारी एजुकेशन सिस्टम हमें स्लेव बनाना सिखाया. एंड we are proud of it. We are proud of our slavery. We are proud of our life as a tenant to the Western culture.
Ajay, you told me earlier also this thing कि I was making film earlier also. Earlier I was making films, but जब केरला story आया तभी लोगों ने प्रोड्यूसर में मुझे थोड़ा विश्वास दिखाया.
Exactly.
It's an insult to a person who's
that is what I don't consider as an insult, but ये मेरी तो satisfaction है कि मैं कुछ बात करना चाहता था, वो बात मैं कर पा रहा हूँ.
फील सैड आल्सो ना कि
मैं बात कर पा रहा हूँ. लेकिन आप इमेजिन करो मेरे जैसे ऐसे 10 लोग हैं जिनकी स्टोरी सुनना चाहिए, जिनकी कहानी जैसे आपने बताया. मैं सोचो कि हाउ पुअर आई एम दैट आई डोंट नो दैट मैन यू आर मेंशनिंग. ये मेरी प्रॉब्लम है, मेरी देश की प्रॉब्लम है कि ये आदमी को कोई नहीं सुना, व्हिच यू हर्ड इन योर लास्ट पॉडकास्ट. सो मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट इज हम लोगों को एक अंधे कुआं में अननोइंगली यू आर इन द कैप्टिविटी ऑफ दिस. मैं एक छोटा सा एक सोशल एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन की बात करूं. मैं नहीं किया था ये एक्सपेरिमेंट, मैं कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ किया था. अब 80s में, लेट 80s में सडनली यू रियलाइज दैट इंडिया में ब्यूटी पेशेंट आना शुरू हो गया. मतलब कॉन्जिक्यूटिव ऐश्वर्या राय, लारा दत्ता, सुष्मिता सेन, क्या नाम है
ऑल
मतलब हर साल मिस यूनिवर्स, मिस वर्ल्ड सब पॉप अप कर रहा है. आपको क्या लगता है कि इंडिया में इतने सारे सुंदरी लड़की एक साथ आ गए तो आपको लगा नहीं कि ये कोई कॉन्स्पिरेसी है? मैं कॉन्स्पिरेसी का पार्ट बता रहा हूँ आपको. उस समय पे ये ओरियल दही था. उस समय पे एक ही ब्यूटी ब्रांड था जिसका नाम था पॉन्ड्स.
करेक्ट.
पॉन्ड्स का जो बिजनेस था ना वो अराउंड 93 करोड़ एनुअल प्रॉफिट था. विदिन बाय 1999 पॉन्ड्स की एनुअल इनकम बिकम 1700 समथिंग करोड़. मतलब आप उसको कैलकुलेशन करो तो ऑलमोस्ट लाइक 2000% जंप. कैसे हुआ मालूम है? कितने बड़े साजिश की हिस्सा है हम. देखिए दैट इज द टाइम जब इंडिया में छोटे छोटे शहरों में दूरदर्शन पहुंच गया. छोटे छोटे लो पावर ट्रांसमीटर बड़े शहर में भी. मतलब सडनली इन 10-15 years दूरदर्शन कवर्ड ऑलमोस्ट 90% ऑफ इंडिया. एंड दूरदर्शन में क्या चलता था? ऐश्वर्या राय, ये सुष्मिता सेन, लारा दत्ता, दिया मिर्जा, ऑल दिस ब्यूटी, उनकी शक्ल देखते थे. तो गांव में लड़कियां सपना देखते थे कि मैं भी इनकी तरह बनूंगी. क्या होता था कि वो लोग लिपस्टिक लगाते थे, और गांव में जो मार्केट लगते हैं ना, एनुअल हर हफ्ता मार्केट लगता है, उसको हाट बोलते हैं। उस हाट में पॉन्ड्स का वैन आता था और वो वैन में लिपस्टिक बेचते थे 10 रुपया 15 रुपया में। वो लड़कियां पैसा बचा के रखते थे, मतलब मेल न्यूट्रिशन में होठ सफेद हो गया, लेकिन उसमें लिपस्टिक लगाना है क्योंकि मुझे ऐश्वर्या राय और वो बनना है। मतलब अब सोचिए कि इतने बड़े साजिश इस देश के साथ रचा गया था कि पॉन्ड्स कंपनी को 2000% प्रॉफिट बढ़ा दी। तो दिस इज हाउ, जस्ट इमेजिन, कान फिल्म फेस्टिवल में दुनिया की नंबर 1 सिनेमा फेस्टिवल माना जाता है उसको। इट्स लाइक अ मक्का ऑफ वर्ल्ड सिनेमा।
राइट।
इंडिया में सिनेमा की बात नहीं होती है। वहां पे रेड कार्पेट में कौन सी लड़कियां लॉरियल की ब्रांड लेके चले हैं, न्यूज़पेपर हेडलाइन कि ऐश्वर्या राय आज कौन सी ड्रेस पहनी है, दीपिका पादुकोण कौन सी ड्रेस पहनी है, कौन क्या कौन क्या कौन क्या, यही स्टोरी होता है। एंड दैट इज आवर एंटरटेनमेंट। वहां पे इंडियन फिल्म दिखाया गया। अच्छा, इस बार 2-3 इंडियन फिल्म को चांस मिला। नोबडी शोड इंटरेस्ट टू वॉच दोस फिल्म। ना सरकार ने, दूरदर्शन ने दिखाया, ना कोई टेलीविजन चैनल ने दिखाया। हमें सिर्फ उस समय पे पता चला था कि ये 1-2 फिल्म को मिल गया, अवार्ड मिला है, बस खत्म हो गई नेक्स्ट डे। लेकिन अभी से प्लान चल रहा है कि ऐश्वर्या राय कौन सी ड्रेस पहनेंगे। मतलब जस्ट कितनी शर्म की बात है। मैं कान जाता रहता हूँ एवरी ईयर। आई फील अशेम्ड दैट देयर इज नो सिनेमा। हमारी कोई सिनेमा नहीं दिखाया जा रहा है। लेकिन वो लॉरियल के लिए चलने के लिए वो लड़कियां आती है तो लोग पागल हो जाता है उसमें। तो कितने बड़े, मतलब हाई वैल्यू स्लेव बनाया हमें, हाई वैल्यू स्लेव बना के मार्केट, क्योंकि इंडिया इज द बिगेस्ट मार्केट। आप एक कुछ भी प्रोजेक्ट, कोई भी प्रोडक्ट मार्केट में छोड़ दो,
वो चलेगा चलेगा।
140 करोड़ की आपका 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 द ऑडियंस इज 140 करोड़। सो हम उनके लिए कमोडिटी है। और प्रॉब्लम ये है कि सिस्टम बदलता रहता है, लेकिन वो जो इनविजिबल पावर जो तब भी रूल करता था आज भी रूल कर रहा है। आप जस्ट इमेजिन करो, माई फिल्म, मैं 5 डिस्टिंक्शन बोलता हूं। माई फिल्म इज द हाईएस्ट अर्निंग फिल्म, highest women-centric earned film, which is, well, the closest second is Gangubai, which earned 168 crore. My film earned more than 400 crore. Huh?
Because
the ROI, return on investment, a 22 crore film earning 400 crore, which is almost 1700% ROI. You know the language, ROI. Swati collection is 2. Lifetime collection is 1:1690. These are the all-time record in Indian cinema. But not a single nomination in Filmfare, not a single nomination in IFA, not a single nomination in any. Because people, these people who are run by those invisible forces are threatened by us because we expose the truth. And they are threatened by us because we expose their truth in Bastar. And they are threatened by us because we will be exposing the truth in future course of time.
But we are talking about beauty also, na? तो glitz and glamour देख के बॉलीवुड तो बहुत लोग आते हैं. Lot of people, lot of girls come to Bombay and start chasing the dream. But what happened at the end? That reality you was talking about.
See, I am doing a film. I will not. There is some reason
but still
not
the
to,
idea was
not to explain, not to divulge the name of the film. But yes, I am doing a film about the Mumbai's underbellies.
शायद वो टाटा का वो भी था, रिपोर्ट भी था, right there. You
that is what I am coming to. That every month, the number is very odd, staggering. Let me go to that staggering part. Every day, 70 to 110 girls coming to Bombay. Girls, I'm not talking about the guys. Monthly number is around 800 to 1200. Annual number is almost like 30 to 32,000 girls are coming every year. The number of young boys are 3 times more than that. I'm not talking about the boys right now. These girls coming to Bombay in search of their fate, in search of their dream. Now, as per Tata Institute of Social Science report, that 0.03% of this number manage to get job or work of their choice. Nobody knows where those girls go. They whether they are, many of them go to Middle East, Arab countries. Many become prostitutes. Many become dance bar girls, and some of them just vanished into the blues.
You said they change name also.
They change their name, they change their identity, they change their self-respect pattern, and end of the day, what happened is the girls just wiped off from the their any kind of number. They no more remain as a voter. They no more remain as anything. So it's a very sad situation of human development, and the saddest part is a state, a city which lured so many people here, but at the end of the day, they don't have any system, any backup plan for them. तो आप जस्ट इमेजिन करो वो सारे लड़कियों की कहानी जो अपने रेस्पेक्ट खो देते हैं, जिनको कोई लोग रेस्पेक्ट नहीं करते, नाम चले जाते हैं, फैमिली चले जाते हैं. सारे लड़कियों का कहानी यही होती है. घर में बीमार माँ बाप है, पैसा कमा के भेजते हैं. नोबडी नोज उनका क्या होता है. डेफिनेटली दे विल नॉट टेल देयर पेरेंट्स दैट मैं ना वहाँ पे प्रोस्टिट्यूशन करता हूँ. डेफिनेटली दे विल नॉट टेल. सो कितने लार्ज नंबर पे वो हो रहा है. तो माई नेक्स्ट सब्जेक्ट ऑफ माई.
But do you come when you make a film, you are obviously going to meet a lot of people, right? Have you come across any stories or any girl you met personally and you figured out, okay, this is the real ground story?
Yes, I am. Every day I am meeting such girls. एक लड़की की तो मैं कहानी आपको बोलूँगा तो you will be in tears. एक लड़की मतलब it has a social implications. सारे डांस गर्ल्स are the bar girls are not the prostitutes.
Right. They're dancers. Yeah.
But they are dancers. But some of them who are very good looking, very attractive, they have their fixed babus. They are called babus.
Right.
They have their fixed babus.
Lovers, you can.
So lovers, you can say. So one of the girls, I met her sister. One of the girls who had a elderly babu who is very caring. उसके लिए रोज गिफ्ट लेके आते हैं, उसको घुमाने ले जाते हैं, 2-3 दिन के लिए लेके जाते हैं नाल. And कोई bit elderly. So this girl was very happy and he promised to marry her. लेकिन that girl was like, शादी तो मैं मेरे घर वाले की मर्जी में करूँगा. मेरे घर वाले ने शादी तैयार कर दिया है and soon I am getting married. And एक दिन खबर आता है that girl committed suicide. And you know what? घर वाले ने जिस लड़के से शादी तैयार किया, वो that old man is the father of that boy.
It's a real story.
Real story. उसकी सिस्टर ने कहानी मुझे बताई. So मतलब for some moment I was stunned. Then I realized this is one of the stories. I can tell you 20 such stories, okay, but it's okay. You'll see my film.
One comparison that was logical enough, which you recently told me. There's this Akshay Kumar, 10 flops he's straight in the row, but still a lot of producers are coming and putting money.
The problem क्या है?
And Stree 2, which is the film, which is a more film-oriented film.
Film-oriented is the thing.
Right.
By the audience has come
Haan.
by the name of the film.
Yeah, it's not because of Rajkumar Rao. It's not about
name of the film.
Name
the
of the
first part did well. Amar Kaushik did a decent job, and Amar Kaushik's sequel has come. So it's a package. Neither it's Rajkumar Rao's film nor Shraddha Kapoor's film. Same with my film. I mean, people came to the hall by the subject. Neither they come in the name of my actors, nor in my name or anybody's name. It is the film which they connected. I saw such scenes, you won't believe. My DOP, not DOP, my sound designer, हॉल में गए उसकी गर्लफ्रेंड को लेके. हाँ, तो he is sitting here, girlfriend sitting here, 2-3 more girls are sitting next to them. The way the boyfriend girlfriend sits, ये दोनों हाथ पकड़ के बैठे हुए थे. By the time film is 20 minutes, my sound designer's girlfriend loosened the hand और थोड़े देर बाद वो देख रहा है कि the girls who are unknown to each other
They have
sitting
become,
next to
yeah.
next,
वो
they
grip,
are holding their hands strongly
फिल्म
and
ने grip बना
they're
लिया.
profusely crying. They're shedding tears and they're just ogling at the screen. I saw I met mothers in Hyderabad because my film did very well in Hyderabad, Bangalore. So after the audience were coming out, me, Ada, all were standing there. The old ladies, elder ladies are touching my feet. They're falling down and touching my feet. Hey, you saved my daughter. I know one gentleman who wrote in a newspaper, in social media. After watching the film, his daughter was studying in Pune, Ferguson College. She had a Muslim boyfriend, and something struck in his mind because in our family, like my one of my cousin got married to a Muslim man. Hindu-Muslim marriage is not a new thing.
Right, it's
It
not
is,
an
it is
issue.
happening for
Right.
hundreds of years.
Right.
Problem is, if you have to convert, the conversion is the problem. Conversion has nothing to do with love. Conversion has nothing to do with marriage. So he drove down from the hall without going back to his home. He drove down to Pune to see his daughter. Ki tu theek hai na?
That's the grip of the film.
So I'm telling you that is what truth, the strength of the truth. I decided that I am going to tell these stories. Only.
Achha, okay, one more question is there. If Akshay Kumar is losing 10 films and still people are putting money, why don't they come for the real?
नहीं, मेरा तो problem क्या है कि the people who put money in Hollywood,
कम भी तो नहीं रहा वहाँ पे.
in Hollywood, नहीं, problem क्या है कि यहाँ पे ना जो पैसा बनता है ना, वो पैसा, उनको जो पैसा इन्वेस्ट होता है वो ज़्यादातर डिस्पोजेबल मनी होती है. वो डिस्पोजेबल मनी बहुत ही कम डेडिकेटेड फिल्म डेडिकेटेड, लाइक विपुल शाह. अगर विपुल शाह को वो सेंस नहीं होता, सो ही इज लाइक एन एंजल. अगर वो सेंस नहीं होता कि ये फिल्म की इतना ग्रिप होगी, इतना फ्यूचर है, इतना मार्केट कर सकता है, तो केरला स्टोरी बनती नहीं. लेकिन द प्रॉब्लम इज केरला स्टोरी बना, लेकिन बहुत सारे फिल्म नहीं बना बिकॉज the 99% of the producer has no sense the way Vipul Shah has that sense. ये लोगों को आप ना मैं इनको बिजनेसमैन बोलता हूँ, ना मैं इनको neither they are businessmen nor they are producers. They have no understanding of cinema, no understanding of our audience.
Why not?
आप सोचो the problem is most of the producers, यहाँ पे जो लोगों की पैसा आते हैं, यहाँ पे गुजरात की पैसा आते हैं, यहाँ पे राजस्थान पंजाब की पैसा आते हैं. मेनली पंजाबी इन्होंने डालते हैं, राजस्थानी मरवाड़ी डालते हैं, गुजराती डालते हैं. उनका प्राइमरी ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है कि दे हैव टू हैव डिनर विथ हीरोइन. हीरो हीरोइन के साथ फोटो खींचना है. फोटो खींच के अपने घर पे रखेगा तो शेयर मार्केट में उसका शेयर मरेगा. तो बेसिकली क्या है कि द सिनेमा के लिए जो पैशन चाहिए ना, सिनेमा के लिए जो डेडिकेशन चाहिए, दैट इज नॉट एवरीबॉडीज जॉब, नॉट एवरीबॉडीज अंडरस्टैंडिंग. हमारी देश की ट्रेजेडी है कि हमने वो जनरेशन पैदा नहीं हुए. वो दैट काइंड ऑफ रेजिलियंस इज वेरी वेरी रेयर. साउथ इंडिया में कुछ है, लेकिन प्रोग्रेसिव आइडियोलॉजी सिनेमा की, दे नो द वैल्यू ऑफ सिनेमा.
राइट.
और ऐसा है, सिनेमा इज सच अ कलेक्टिव एंड कंपाउंड आर्ट फॉर्म. इफ यू डू जस्टिस विथ इट, इट विल डू जस्टिस विथ यू. दैट इज नॉट any kind of proverb. That is a reality. That is the truth.
You told me one thing: cinema as art and cinema as commercial art. There's a two different.
No. It's not a two different world. Absolutely not. क्या है, दुनिया के हर आर्ट, every art form is to do with business. आप बताओ, ये जो ग्लास बनाया ना, there's a synergy. Looking so good. The gentleman who designed it, आपको क्या लगता है, just for the sake of making it he made? No, इसको सेल करने के लिए बनाया गया. तो every art form in the world has an end product is the business. And मान लो आपके पास 10 करोड़ रुपया है, आप बोला कि सुदीप तो जाओ आप फिल्म बना लो, आप दोगे नहीं ना. आपको you have to understand that this 10 crore rupees is I am spending on him, it should come back.
Right.
When it comes back and with certain dividend,
Then you will
then it rolls. Then you have the courage to invest in the
and the trust,
second film.
obviously.
So then you become a connoisseur of cinema. The people we spoke about that in your last question, that why this producer are making loss after loss after loss after loss, but still they are going casting Akshay Kumar again and again and again and again. It is simple that they are not here for the business. They have some other reason to do. But every art form is entangled with a business, and that has to be part of. If I am doing a film, I have the responsibility to return the money of my producer. And I know if I return the money to the producer, I will get the money for my next film. Nobody will give me money if I don't. But because I want to work with the real producers who understand cinema. Right. Without understanding cinema, I don't want to, I don't feel comfortable to discuss my films, because my film is, again, as I said, that I want to concentrate on Indian cinema, not the cinema of the woods.
So before closing this conversation, what do you think that I should tell through your audience कि मतलब ये मेरे को, I think this is the sad part I see around, or this is the good part I see around, वो balance वाली जो बात है.
नहीं, मुझे ये लगता है कि आपके लिए, I understand your question, but it's very, I understanding your age, I think your thought process is
Very different.
quite different, and not
Right.
only different, but elevated एक वो है. The thing is, there are three things. One is जो हो रहा है, एक जो होना चाहिए था, एक जो नहीं हुआ.
बिल्कुल.
So the whole confusion and whole argument is between these three. Now, if you, me, he, she are trapped into this confusion, then nothing will happen. We are lost as a country. We are failed as a country. At least, you, me has to have that clarity that जो है, जो होना है, जो नहीं हुआ, forget about it. Let us go ahead and do what should have been done. तो मुझे ये लगता है कि we all have to be extremely positive, extremely forward-looking, and I consider that if I have achieved something, दुनिया में सब लोग वो अचीव कर सकता है, because I am no special person in the world. So every human being has that right, capacity. They are all waiting for a chance, and chance कभी आपके पास नहीं आएगा unless you reach out to that. Period. तो मुझे लगता है कि this clarity about life is important. Otherwise,
You'll always,
we live in a very
you're
beautiful
always
world.
trapped in these thoughts. So thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being part
so
of
much.
Impact Stories. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for having me here.